guys, and welcome back to my channel. Miranda Video, and in today's video I'm going to show you guys how I created this look using beauty supply store palettes. Okay, I'm using these three. I'm mainly using this palette, and then I use a few shades, like one shade out of each of these palettes. These are the Even New York Secret of Pharaoh palette. So this is new. I've had these for a while. I've had this for a while too, but it's new because I never opened it. Like, I never used it. This is my first time using it, and I got this before I decided to do my no buy. So I think I got this in like February or March, and it is June, and I'm now using this. So this is the color like story for this. So it's like peaches, oranges, reds, plums. This one is, and that one's called Cleopatra's Love. This one is the one that I originally got. This is the Golden Empire one. So this is just your warm neutrals, very pretty. And then I have this one, which is Coral Oasis. Again, very beautiful themed palettes, really inexpensive. And this is the look that I created. So if you want to see how I achieved it, then definitely keep watching.
Okay, so diving right in, we're going to get started with my brows. I'm just taking the Eben Edge Control and a spoolie and brushing that through my brow hairs. And then I use my finger to press down the product. That helps to basically give them that laminated look. And then I lock in that laminated brow hair look with clear lash glue. This is going to keep your brows on all day. Then we're going to start actually filling in my brows. I'm going to first sculpt underneath to clean up underneath my brow shape and make it a little bit more defined. Then I just recently added this into my brow routine, but I'm going to go in with a pencil first just to add like a nice base underneath. And then I'm going to add light hair strokes with my eyebrow pen. And those are my brows. So for my skin prep, I'm actually taking this La Roche-Posay thermal water, and that just helps kind of like plump up the skin again for skin prep and like reactivate the skincare basically. That's how I see it. But it's really, really nice. I just recently started incorporating that, and I'm going to go in and prime my skin while my skin is still a little bit damp with my Fenty Pro Filter primer. This is the soft matte one. So I find adding the thermal water really helped keep my skin still hydrated underneath, even though I do want that oil controlling factor. Now in this clip, I'm showing you guys me color correcting my face in areas where I need it, and my neck. And then I go back in with that thermal water, another layer of that hydration before I start to apply my foundation mixture. I'm using the Huda Beauty Full Filter foundations and a damp sponge, and I am pouncing that into my skin. You see how my skin looks like butter? Like the foundation is just pouncing into my skin so beautifully. Okay, we're gonna blend this into our face. For me, I blend my foundation into my neck as well because I do have hyperpigmentation not only on my face but on my neck, and I need to make sure that everything is blended and transition seamlessly. So the foundation is great because, as you guys can see here, it transitions from my face to my neck to my chest beautifully. My biggest thing when I'm doing my base routine is my end result. So whether the foundation is a little bit lighter, a little bit darker, I do things in my routine where I tweak it so that the final result, everything comes together. So I'm just concealing and contouring up my skin. And I'm blending out the concealer here with my same damp sponge that I use to apply my foundation. So I always highlight the T-zone area of my face, my forehead, my nose, my chin, and then under my eyes. I'm using the butt of my sponge and pouncing that into my skin until the concealer is blended out to my desire. Then I'm taking my setting powder and I'm first lightly setting under my eyes with a brush because my under eyes do have fine lines. So going in with that first, I help minimize creasing. I'm adding a liquid blush today, and then I'm going to go in and set the rest of my face. Again, my T-zone with my setting powder, and then the rest of my face with my foundation powder. So we're just using a big fluffy brush, and I am pressing the powder into my skin to set down that foundation, and then I buff it out. I'm going to contour the hollows of my cheeks, my forehead, and my jawline. And then we're going to go ahead and bronze. Now, this is the tan bronzer from Juvia's Place. And that darker shade definitely does bronze up my skin. It's more on the natural side. It's very subtle, but I can see it as I'm building it up. I can see the difference from the one side that I'm bronzing versus the side that isn't bronzed yet. You could see that warmth coming back into the skin. And then for blush, I'm using Juvia's Place Volume 6 and 2. I'm using that bright orange on my cheeks. And then I'm going to go in with Volume 2, and I'm going to take that like peachy color, and I'm going to diffuse that more so towards the very center for the apples of my cheeks so that everything transitions up. Then once my base is done, I'm going to go in and Fix Plus. We're just going to melt those powders down and have everything seamless. Now we're going into eyes. I first prime my lids and smooth out the base for a good foundation for the shadows that I'm going to be laying on top. And then we're going to go into the first palette. I'm taking this berry shade and I'm going to build that up until the opacity that I want is achieved. And then I'm going into like a lighter berry tone with a little bit of a fuchsia to it, and I'm going to put that in my inner corner, and then I'm going to buff out the edges of those colors. Here, I'm just adding like a reddish orange on the outskirts for a nice gradiency. You'll see it built up more here. See how that transitions? So my brow bone to that orange to the berries in my crease. And then we're going to add some depth by adding a black tone to add like smokiness and depth to the overall look, especially for when I cut my crease. That contrast will really be there. So I'm just taking blank canvas paint from P. Louise, and I'm going to carve out my crease and create the shape that I'm looking for. I wanted this look to be more flared out. So this is in real time of me showing you carving out my crease. I go in, I create that little winged out shape. And then of course I'm going back as needed to clean up everything and make sure the shape is how I'm like envisioning it. I'm patting out and I'm just working in little increments. Once that's all said and done, we're going to lay our lid colors down. So I'm taking this soft coral color and I'm going to apply that to my inner lid corner. Then we're going to take a deeper corally peach shade and apply that to the center, an orangey shade on the outskirts, and then that berry shade that I initially applied in my crease is going to go on the outskirts there. Now we're going to do graphic liner. I'm using body paint. I always use body paint when I do graphic liner like this. So I'm just taking my black and I'm redefining like that crease. And then I'm going to go in with my pops of orange. So I'm taking a neon orange paint and I'm going to go underneath, just add an accent there on the outskirts on top of the black where it wings out. And then on the underside of that like liner shape. And that's pretty much the eye look. I'm just going to do regular liquid liner and then smoke out my lower lash line with that berry and black shade. Here I'm doing my lip. I am applying a berry toned brownish liner initially. Kind of matches my crease color. And then I'm applying a peach to the center of that. And then I'm applying Richie. This is from Morphe lip liner. It's a really dark brown, and that's just going to add some dimension to the lip. And then I'm going to top it off with Freya lip gloss from ABH and then a clear, and that is the look.
Guys, so this is the look. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. And I love how it turned out. I haven't done a look this dramatic in what feels like forever, but I am in love. I love how this turned out. And it's been a while since I've seen myself in makeup this dramatic with graphic liner and like bold lashes and like, well, I always wear bold eyelashes, but like lower lashes as well, and just flared out cut crease and liner. It's just everything. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial as much as I enjoyed creating it, and I'll definitely see you guys in the next one. Bye, loves.